Techno update. Subscribe now.
Vernee Mars Review. Design and build. The screen itself is a 5.5 in full-in-cell LCD display, protected with Gorilla Glass 3. It has a full HD resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels, which is still not always a given at this price point. Everything on screen seems crystal clear, while viewing angles are very good and colors realistic. Vernee states a 1000:1 contrast ratio, though we'd like to see higher brightness. Again, at this price it's difficult to complain. The screen bezels are just 1 mm thick at the left and right sides, which helps keep down the overall size. Although this is strictly speaking a phablet, it certainly doesn't feel as unwieldy as some, measuring 151 by 73 mm with a thinner than the Apollo Light 7.6 mm frame. However, there is a fair amount of space top and bottom, resulting in a screen-to-body ratio of 81%. Core hardware and performance. Performance from the Vernee Mars is certainly adequate for daily tasks, though it's not really anything to shout about. In real-world use we found operation mostly fluid, which is little surprise given the sheer lack of bloatware and almost entirely vanilla marshmallow setup on this phone, a real bonus. We've already mentioned that the Vernee Mars supports up to 128 GB of removable storage via microSD, but arguably more impressive is its 32 GB of internal storage. We still live in a time where many budget phones come with just 8 GB, and perhaps 16 GB if you're lucky. Many users will find 32 GB is enough for their needs without expansion. The battery is a highlight, and we managed to get in excess of a full day's usage from the 3000 mAh cell. Of course, this is difficult to measure exactly since everybody uses phones differently, so your mileage may vary. What's more interesting though is that it supports quick charge. That's not quick charge as in Qualcomm quick charge, but charge. Using the supplied adapter you can get a 50% charge in 30 minutes. Software. One of the best things about this phone, other than the build, is that it's running an up-to-date version of Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow. And better still, Vernee hasn't messed around with the OS any more than adding the aforementioned turbo download mode. That does mean you don't get extras such as gestures, for example the ability to double tap to wake the phone, but many users will be pleased to see Android as it was intended.